Hello everyone, this is Sarah. Long time no see. It's been 14 months since my surgery, and I know that I did a few videos afterwards. I was really excited to do this whole documentation series and so that I could look back at it and see the changes that I made, and which I can to a certain degree, but I know that I stopped making my videos. So I decided to make another one today. And why did I decide to make another one? Multiple reasons, but the biggest one is that I need to make some changes and I need to be accountable. And this is one of those ways that I feel that I can accomplish that is by having the entire world or whoever wants to see um, hear the words that are coming out of my mouth and know that it's not just a thought that I have in my head. I need to be accountable. So, what's happened since my last video? I don't even know when my last video was. I haven't gone over that part. But all I know is I had surgery August 29th, 2012, so it's been about 14 months since my surgery. I was 280 pounds the day of surgery. I know that I weighed more than that at some point, but that was the last recorded weight that I have. As of today, I stepped on the scale at work. I do not have a scale at home. That makes me very happy. It doesn't rule my life like it used to, but there are still scales in my everyday life, so I have access to them if I want to use them. So, like I said, as of today, I was 81.5 kilos, which roughly translates to about 175 pounds. And I didn't cheat and get naked on the scale and take my shoes off and take my clothes off, so that takes away a couple extra pounds, but regardless, that's what I weigh. I'm fully dressed with clothes, shoes, all that. I know that over the past 3 months or so that I've kind of plateaued with my weight because I have ranged everywhere from 179 to 172. So basically within 10 pounds, I've been kind of bouncing back and forth, I'm sure. And it's getting kind of frustrating. I kind of want to lose a little bit more. I remember telling myself that as long as I get below 200, I will be the happiest girl on earth. And I was. And now I find myself, okay, when I reach 178, that'll make me happy. I want to be 178 because that means I've lost over 100 pounds. I got to that point. And now I kind of want to go a little bit more. And I'm just going off how I feel, a little bit of how I look, but mostly how I feel. And what I'm talking about there is I still get those days where I feel, for lack of better terminology, fat. I just feel big and huge, and I feel like I was at 280 pounds. And I can look at myself and I see myself the same way that I did. I actually have to physically go back and look at pictures of myself to see the change, to remind me that I'm still on this journey and that it is a good thing where I'm at right now, that I look fantastic, that I am much healthier. It takes a lot to remind me of that sometimes, and hopefully that's one of those things that this video can accomplish too, is giving me back a little bit more self-confidence. Overall, I know that I have a lot more self-confidence, that I feel better, that I feel healthy, you don't realize, and I think a lot of you can attest to this, that your good days back then were nothing compared to your good days now. You don't realize how bad your good days were because you don't realize that you were actually in pain. You were actually just crushing yourself. And now you get a bigger sense of that free feeling. And it's really nice. It's a lot less off your shoulders, and you can move more, your range of motion is increased. It's free. And that's the only way I can explain it, is you just feel free. So I really like that, but like I said, you still get those days where you're like, bleh. And I think everybody does. Maybe that's one of the reasons I'm kind of doing this video now, is because we just had a huge change in season. Winter's coming. I live in an area that gets over 300 inches of snow a year. That's a lot of snow. And for somebody who doesn't like downhill skiing, that's a really, really lot of snow. So it's kind of hard to enjoy the winter months as much as you do the summer and the fall. And it being closer to winter brings us closer to the holiday season, and I'm just getting scared, and yeah, I'm getting scared. They say, from what I've heard, like if you can get past 2 years, you'll be okay, and I don't want to gain 30 pounds this winter, because I'm not going to be able to go out and walk or be as active as I am now. Not that I'm active, but just in general, I'm not going to be able to go out and do random things like I used to in the summer months, in the fall months. So I'm getting scared. Cookies are coming, Halloween candy's coming. There's a lot of sugar ahead of us, and I need to find some strength somewhere. So, here I am. But I also feel like I'm getting a little bit depressed, and maybe that's why I'm doing this too. Wow, I've never said those words before. I feel like I'm getting depressed. I'm not that type of person, so that was hard to actually realize. I just broke up with my boyfriend. He's an absolute sweetheart, and we're trying to be friends and everything and work through that, but it was kind of devastating, and it was my choice, so it's on me, but it was really nice to be able to kind of fit in. I had that taste of that, where you found somebody who actually likes you, and who wants to spend time with you, and you felt like a real 20-some-year-old, You were out dating, having a good time, and now that that's gone, I'm sure that that's adding to it, but it still made me realize and take a look at myself that I'm not exactly where I want to be, because I don't follow the guidelines like I should be. And I am just trying to prepare myself for the few months to come. I know how I'm feeling now, and I want to change that. And I think some better food choices and some better choices all the way around will be a positive influence for me. So here we go. This is the accountability part. I started smoking again. Bad. I don't take my vitamins. I don't drink enough water. I eat sugar. I drink pop. I drink through straws. I do not take my protein drinks. I don't exercise daily. I don't do a lot of things. But there are things that I do throughout the weeks that I would have never done before. And those are positive life changes that I've come to realize. And some of those include, I no longer take elevators. I walk the stairs. I drink more water than I did before. Obviously, it's just still not enough. I don't take vitamins like I was saying, but I do make healthier food choices. I've never eaten so much salad in my life. I don't eat salad every day, but I definitely eat a lot more salad than I did. And I think that's part of the reason why I stopped taking my vitamins was because I was eating somewhat healthier and I wanted to see if I can maintain that. About 6 months after surgery, I stopped taking my vitamins. I just had my lab work done at my year appointment, and my lab work is okay. It's some of the levels are on the lower end of normal, but they don't want them to drop. So they gave me the option because I was honest with them. I told them, I'm not taking my vitamins, I'm not taking my acid reducers, I'm not taking squat. And they were a little concerned, but at the same time, they just took a breath and they stood back and they're like, okay, well, you haven't been taking your vitamins for 6 months, you haven't been taking any type of supplement. You obviously have been eating well enough to, have really decent labs, actually. My calcium didn't drop, anything like that, so I was okay. But they gave me one of two options. I can continue to eat the things that I've been eating, or step it up a notch, make some other changes and eat more fruits and vegetables, more so than I am now. And they will see if I can maintain, if not increase. But when I have my labs done again in 6 months or to a year or whatever, if those levels have dropped, I need to go back on my vitamins and my supplements. So one of the other reasons I'm trying to make this video is to kind of force myself into a better eating habits. But overall, guys, I feel good. Like I was saying, I know that I'm in a lull right now, and it's just the change in weather and relationship stuff and getting used to all the changes and trying to get comfortable in the body that I am, since I am kind of plateaued now. There's just a lot of changes, and it does come back. It comes back around. I'm just scared. I don't want to go back to where I was. And the only reason it made me think that, I always said, I'm never going back. This feels awesome. This feels great. But because of the future and what's happened years ago in my entire life, every winter I gained weight. I'm just getting nervous. I don't want it to happen. Because once you start gaining, it's a lot easier to continue to gain. So I'm going to try a few things. Not sure exactly what I'm going to try yet. I'll probably go over some options in another video, but I'm considering doing the liquid diet thing again, starting off with soft foods and then, going back at her like we did in surgery. But we'll see. Sorry, this is all kind of random stuff. And I'm tired, and I just dropped my glasses, and it is actually like 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm at work, and I probably shouldn't be doing this, but I'm here, and I'm alive. No real complications, and I'm very happy with that. So, I don't know if anyone else is feeling this way. I hope everyone is doing okay. All right. Talk to you later.